Flosstube. My name is Becca and this is Shadow getting her treat. And you have reached SamBrie Stitches here on Flosstube. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I have SamBrie Stitches as a page and SamBrie Stitches and Friends as a Facebook group where I post freebies and we share our stitching, and sometimes I host Zooms. And you can also find me on Etsy under SamBrie Designs. This is Flosstube, I think 147, vlog style still. So welcome if you are new. I have been doing vlog style for the past month or so. Makes life much easier for getting videos up. I am super busy right now prepping for market, so vlog style is working perfectly for me. Sorry it's a little dark. I am sitting in my living room in front of my fireplace because I have to get Christmas taken down and it makes me so sad. But so welcome if you're new here. I hope you enjoy my video. I hope you enjoyed the intro. That is my adventure time with my husband. When we go on adventures, I try to put the pictures at the beginning. But adventures are few and far between right now. So welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate each and every one of you. I am so glad that many of you are enjoying the vlog style because it's a lot of fun. So, and go check me out on all the other social media platforms. Really quick note, my mini retreat box, the sale in my Etsy shop is ending on the 13th. That is the final day, so I can make sure that it gets out in time for the Zoom retreat, which happens on the 27th. So if you want to do that, go grab it up in my Etsy shop. The link will be down below. And then one more thing that I want to talk about, and I'm going to look at my notes so that I make sure that I have the right information. So my friend Carrie, who is Cricketsstudio on Etsy, reached out to me a while ago because she made some project cards for my mini retreat box. And then recently she emailed me again, but with some not so great news. Her mom passed away at the end of 2023. And so her mom didn't plan for any final expenses or anything like that. And so she, Carrie, designed a cross-stitch chart that is available in our Etsy shop, and I'll have it linked down below. But she designed the cross-stitch pattern with the intention of adding all the things that defined her mom and made her special. And she just wants some of us to, share it, talk about it, because sales will help with the final expenses that they were left with, because her mom, I think she mentioned in the email, her mom lived with her for like 30 years. So, just they all lived together. The kids grew up with, their grandma, and, they were just really close. And this, I think, it seems like it was a shock, but I'm not sure. But she didn't plan for the final expenses. So she has this chart, and all the proceeds will go towards mom's final expenses. And you can also find her on Instagram at Cricketsstudio. And so the chart, this is the chart that's in her Etsy shop. So all of those things make her think of her mom. So I hope that y'all will go and show her some love. She has the whip work cards, which are really awesome too. So let me see. They're in my stitchy box. There's 3 of them, but these are her whip project cards too. So you can go check out her Etsy shop, show her some love. I think any sales will help out at this point. So I definitely want to help out my friend as much as I can in her time of need. So I hope y'all enjoy the vlog. I am going to get back to working on printing another chart for Nashville Needlework Market. So I will catch up with y'all later. I almost forgot to pick a winner for the Stitch Quarterly from Fat Quarter Shop. And so the winner is Kimberly L. 1958. So congratulations. I truly appreciate that you've been a long time public subscriber. Means a lot to me. So if you could just shoot me an email when you get a chance, and I will try and get your Stitch Quarterly in the mail as quickly as possible. Thanks so much. Everybody, it's my birthday. We drove all the way to the Olympia area to go to the Shiplap quilt shop. I've never been here, but everybody said it's really cool. We've already hit Dutch Brothers for a free drink, and we hit Bigfoot Java for a free drink. So hopped up on some caffeine and gonna go see what we can buy. We just got home from the quilt shop. It was cute, but to me, it probably wasn't worth the hour and a half drive that we made to go see it. But I did get a backing fabric for my Prairie School or Santa's. I think I'm going to do pillows with little hangers on them. So if I want to use them as ornaments or as a display piece, I could do that. But I think this is really pretty fabric. So this is what Brie and I picked out, and it matches pretty well to my color conversion. They saved me a lot of money because there was a Bigfoot quilt, which I'll insert a picture here, that I immediately, Brie pointed it out, and I asked the lady, I said, do you have the kit of that? And she goes, oh no, unfortunately it was last year's kit, and you may find it online. I think it was called Legends, but it had a big Bigfoot panel, but then around the outside it had all of like random mythical creatures and stuff like that. So even though I don't quilt, I probably would have bought it and then maybe paid somebody to make it. But unfortunately, it is kind of an out of print type of thing. So I'll have to see if I can find it. But there were some other pretty quilts there too. There was a farm quilt that was really pretty. And they had some Lori Holt and Primrose Cottage charts, which was really cute, but I did not buy any. The only thing I bought was this fabric. I am super tired. Drives make me tired, and since I was driving, there wasn't really much of a nap time or anything. But I think what I'm going to work on today, since it's the 4th, is my Lady of the Flag. I'm sorry, this is an out of print chart if you are new here. This is a special fabric that was dyed for me by Brandy of Bee Stitch Me. It's 16 count, and that's as far as I've gotten on her. I haven't stitched on her at all today, but 2 strands of floss. I've done some of the back stitching, and this is just really pretty. I just love this fabric, and it's unique, one-of-a-kind type of fabric. I think she dyed me something similar to this for, I think, Queen of Peace. I think I need her to do it for Queen of Freedom and a couple other ones too, because I want all similar fabric. But I really love this. So this is what I'm going to work on today. My Vicky Clayton silks shipped today, so I'll be able to do my birthday start as soon as they arrive. So I'm excited to get started on a year at Hot Run Hollow. There were a couple people on Instagram that were thinking of joining in stitching with me. I think somebody had already started it. Other people were doing different Hot Run Hollers. So if you want to, we can just use the hashtag, was it HRH B-Day Sal, I think is what we came up with, something like that. I know Instagram has changed up their hashtag type of thing, so it's harder to see. So I don't know how a Sal is going to work. But if you want to stitch along, I will share when I get started, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to get stitching. Darren's going to be home in about an hour and a half or so. Hopefully we will nap because I could use a nap. And then he's going to make me a dinner instead of going out, because I didn't feel like going out. So he planned, I think he's grilling steak. He's making me homemade chimichurri sauce, baked potato, garlic parmesan broccoli, maybe a Caesar salad, but that's a lot of food. And then he baked me a Texas sheet cake last night, a homemade Texas sheet cake. And so I'm super excited to eat tonight. and then I'll be in a food coma. So I may or may not check in later tonight. We shall see. But if not, you'll see my progress on this. Hopefully I get some good progress on it. I'm going to work on down here, of course. So, all right. I'll talk to y'all in the next check-in. Not the best lighting, but I've been working on my Lady of the Flag, doing this a little bit. But y'all, look at the dinner my husband made me. He grilled me ribeye, homemade chimichurri sauce, a baked potato loaded, and garlic parmesan broccoli. Oh my gosh, I am so spoiled. I'll show you the cake later, but I'm gonna go eat my dinner. I look like a hot mess today, but I don't know how I didn't talk about getting to FaceTime with my older daughter, who now lives in Canada, and getting to see my grandkitties, Asa and Amir. We took screenshots together, but we got to chat for a while on my birthday, and it was just extra special. So I figured I'd put in a little video here, and boy, does my emoji have a big head. All right, back to the regular video. Hi, it is January 5th, the day after my birthday. Yesterday was a great day. I just want to say thank you to all of you from all over social media sending me birthday wishes, text messages, emails, private messages, Facebook comments, Instagram comments, comments here on YouTube. It was just, I felt so loved. I just truly appreciate it. And yesterday was a great day. I want to show you what I was working on yesterday and what I just finished working on because my arm is starting to hurt. So I stopped progress. But because my Vicky Clayton silks for my year at Hawk Run Hollow hadn't arrived for my birthday start, I worked on Lady of the Flag because my birthday's on the 4th and 4th of July, patriotic stitching, that kind of thing. So I figured that would be a good one, and I hadn't touched her in a while. And this is where I got to. So I did all the 712, and all of this 712. So I did quite a bit. She's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, can't wait to get her framed. I don't know why I have to go through like certain phases before I want to work on her, but I'm so glad that I chose her for my birthday whip. Isn't she just absolutely stunning? If you're new here, this is Lady of the Flag. She is out of print. I apologize for that. But she's a stunning chart. So, all right. Well, my husband's going to be home pretty soon. I think we're going to run out tonight for a little bit. And then I don't know what my plan is for this evening for stitching. I do need to fully finish my Prairie Schooler Santa with the fabric that we got from the shiplap cross stitch shop. So I hand sew my finishes, and I think what I'm going to do, since he's so tiny, is I'm going to make him into a tiny little pillow, and then maybe put a hanger on. And I don't know, I think that or a dough bowl display of Prairie Schooler Santas. I'm not sure, but maybe that's what I'll do tonight. I don't know. So I hope today finds you well and that you enjoyed seeing the beautiful Lady of the Flag, and I will check in with y'all next time. Super windy out today. These are the huge trees that we have out front and in the backyard. Wonder where those raccoons are right now. Here's Shadow, waiting for her daddy. need to go check out these two amazing ladies. I have it paused right now and Kim is hidden. But they did an unboxing. They bought 2 of my boxes, one for each of them. And they did such an amazing, heartfelt unboxing. It made me feel so, so special. You should really go give them a follow. They're also amazing designers as well. They're good friends of mine, and I absolutely adore them, and I cannot wait to meet them at Nashville. And while I'm watching them, I am currently hand sewing Prairie Schooler Santa. So I got a couple knots in here I was really annoyed with, but you won't tell after I'm done. So I'm just gonna sit here and hand sew as I watch my 2 amazing friends. I'm so happy that they loved the box, and I can't wait for the Zoom event as well. So I'm super excited for that. Thank you ladies so much for all the love, and I'm so glad that you loved the Stitchy box. Hey everybody, it is Saturday, January 6th at like 7:30 in the morning, and we are at Costco gassing up for our big adventure into the Cascades. We're gonna hit the Port Townsend Ferry, drive through Whidbey Island, and head up to the Cascades. Darren did some research, and I guess January is the biggest time for eagles to be along the river in the Cascades. There could be up to 800, so hopefully we spot some eagles. It'll be exciting. So I will take some pictures and videos on our adventure and check in with y'all later. And yes, I did bring my stitching. I brought my Mill Hill Kit Valentine, so we'll see if I get anything done. Also brought my MacBook in case I don't feel like stitching and I feel like designing. So I am prepared. It's a 4-hour trip there, and then whatever we drive in a 4-hour trip back. The captain came on and said it was going to get a little bumpy. Up at the top of this tree. We made it to Diablo Lake and it's snowing. So pretty. So there's a whole herd of elk out here. There was a little boy here. He said he counted 26. Look at all of them. Wish I could zoom in more, but I can't. Hi, everybody. It is Monday, January 8th. I haven't recorded, I think, in a couple of days. The weekend is really challenging for me to do any sort of little recordings, especially when we go on an adventure. I hope you enjoyed that. It was absolutely incredible. Before I jump into all that, I'm a little flustered right now. I received a phone call and I let it go to voicemail, and it sounded like a legit insurance claim problem because I'm actually having an issue with the hospital that I was in the ICU with back in August. They clicked the wrong box in their system and made insurance think that I had an accident. So insurance wanted me to fill out an accident form, and I faxed that back on December 14th. I was like, there's no accident. You know, my tooth broke. Within 24 hours, it was an infection, blah, blah, blah. But I was dumb and I called the number back that left the message and it sounded legit. A lady said, oh, you know, so-and-so called you and transferred me to her. Luckily, all they got was they had my name and they had my date of birth, and that's it. And then I was on hold for like ever and ever while she was getting an insurance person from my insurance to discuss the claim. And then the lady that came on, like I recorded the whole thing on my iPad. The lady that came on, she did not sound professional and she just kept like long pauses and she kept saying, and then she's like, your insurance claim, yeah, like it's still pending. Like it was really, really awkward. So I hung up and I actually called the hospital directly and talked to them and let them know the call that I just received. And yes, I do still have a pending claim, but not like what the other number was telling me. So I'm a little flustered. So I apologize for that. I don't understand what is going on at the moment, but I'll take care of that later. Wanted to get this video in. So I worked on my Lady of the Flag. Y'all saw that. And then you saw our adventure pictures. That Darren planned this absolutely amazing day for my birthday because he had a week and a half prior off because the shipyard shuts down and he has to use PTO during that week and a half to continue to get paid. We agreed that he didn't need to take my birthday off because it was in the middle of the week and he had just come back and there's so much work he has to get caught up on. So he planned an adventure day for Saturday. It was like we were in the car together for at least 12 hours. We took the ferry from Port Townsend, which is about 45 minutes to an hour drive from us, to Whidbey Island, and then we drove across Deception Pass, which I do not like that bridge, but it's beautiful. I'm not a bridge person. So that was beautiful, and we drove up through the Cascades. He did his research. Apparently January is this huge time for eagles from quite a few places to go to that area in the Cascades, and we saw probably, I'd say 5 or 6, because it was really hard to spot them up in the trees as we were driving. But at this one little park area, I can't remember what town it was in, but the Forest Service has a tent set up and there was people there with, you know, their big old huge lenses on their cameras and stuff like that. But there were no eagles in that area. When we drove a little bit down, there's even people on the river. They're in boats and rafts and stuff just so that they can watch for eagles. Like, it's crazy. We drove a little bit down and I spotted one up in the tree and then another one landed. And so we pulled over and took some pictures. It was really hard with our phones to get pictures. So you see shapes, but not really much else. But it was incredible. And then we drove as far as we could on 20 until it was closed. So we made it up to Diablo Lake. Absolutely stunning. And it was snowing and it was just beautiful. They closed 20 after that. I think it's just because it's too much to maintain, because there's not really, I don't know the reason, but they close it off. So we could go up to Diablo Lake and that was about it. And then we turned back around and we found this random little diner that we stopped at back on Whidbey Island. And then we went back on the ferry and headed back to Port Townsend and home. So it was an incredible day. We saw a herd of elk, about 26 elk that we saw on the way back. It was just incredible. Being in the Jeep with my husband is just the best. We have conversations, like we don't get on each other's nerves, and we just listen to music and sing, and it was just a great day. It really was a great day. He is amazing to do stuff like that. On the way there and back, I worked on, and my needle is still hanging because I'm trying to get this done. I worked on my Mill Hill kit because it's the easiest. So while we were on the ferry and waiting for the ferry, I worked on this both there and back. So I'm making good progress on it. I'm not going to do the outside. I'm going to do the beads just on the outside of this and then cut it out. And then I'm not a big fan of Hobby Lobby, but 2 of my really good friends are managers there. So I go and say hi to them, and I picked up a Valentine piece. And so I'm going to have this on the Valentine piece like that. I think that'll work. I'm going to put felt on the back of this so you can't see through it, but I think I might do something like that. So this is the Valentine stuff is like 40% off. So I want to get this finished and go that route. So that's what I worked on for the trip, because Mill Hill kits, I think, are going to be my thing when we go on adventures or drives or anything like that, as long as I'm the passenger princess. Let's see, what else? Oh, my 1, 2, 3 stitch order arrived. So I ordered a bunch of beads because I am designing, or I did design, I told you all about it, 3 patriotic Christmas ornaments. I have one finished and I love it. And these beads are going to be used for that. And I also got a Hobby Lobby on sale, this 4-pack. These are 4-inch squares and they're pretty light. I mean, they're thick. So like you could either finish, oh, why? Every time I'm recording, do we lose power? Came back on. It's raining quite a bit, so that could be it. So these could either be, they're actually coasters, but it could be, you know, like a standing finish, or you could do an ornament and have the piece hang off the back. So these are what I'm going to use for finishing. I'm trying to get this done really quick now. And then, y'all, I found this frame. It wasn't on sale, but I didn't want to risk it. This frame goes perfectly with this. So I'm going to hopefully get this FFO'd so you all can see it. The colors match perfectly. It's just awesome. So I did that. The other thing that I ordered from 1, 2, 3 Stitch was a couple pieces of perforated paper that I didn't have, the brown. I have some ideas. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to implement said ideas. Everything's falling. My Vicky Clayton silk should arrive, so hopefully tonight I'll be able to start my birthday start. Fingers crossed. Yesterday was Sunday. We did our grocery shopping that we usually do on Saturdays. So I went to Costco and the commissary. That is exhausting, and my body gets so sore walking around. But my husband bought me, and I'll show you when I get it set up. It's still in the box because I just had zero energy. It's really cute, and it was like $100 at Costco. Like a small little end table to put right next to me here, so that I could have a little end table and storage area as well as my stitchy cart. So I'm going to have to redo this whole area and get that set up. And when I do, I will show you my downstairs stitchy area. But I have to go take the ornaments off the Christmas tree and get the Christmas tree down first. Priorities, man. Last night I worked on my piece. I really want to show y'all. It's so cute. And I used beads too. I love it, and I can't wait to finish it. But last night I had to frog. I've stitched this one motif. This will be my 3rd time, and I had to frog pretty much all of it because I just didn't count correctly and then restitch it. It was just a nightmare. I posted a TikTok video that was kind of funny, and I even shared it on Instagram and Facebook too, just because it was just funny and I was so frustrated. So I think that is where I'm at right now. I did also hand sew my Prairie Schooler Santa. So I need to also get that finished. I need to put the interfacing on, get it cut up and turned around. So I hand sewed that. And I got a couple knots. It happens. So I got to get that finished. So hopefully I'll have a couple finishes for y'all, maybe in the next vlog. I don't know if I'm going to get them done this time or not. But I think that was my update. I'm trying to see if I forgot anything else, and I don't think I have. So I am going to go take down the Christmas ornaments on the tree, and then by then it'll be time to get Shadow's daddy. He'll be home from work, and we will get the mail. I can't say the word. She's sleeping over on the couch, and if I say the word, she like jumps up and she's ready to go. So I can't say it, but and hopefully in the mail will be my silks. And then tonight I should get a start on a year at Hawk Run Hollow. And I think a couple of people were also stitching Hawk Run Hollows. So if you want to join in, I think we did HRH B-Day Sal, I think is the hashtag that we're going to use on Instagram. I am so excited to start this. I need to make sure. I've never done a Hawk Run Hollow, and I need to read to see if it's, I don't know if there's any over 1 or not, because I want to do it on the 20 count. But I got to see the Vicky Clayton silks to see what works. So wish me luck. I'm going to let y'all go so I can go take down my Christmas tree and then maybe do an update tonight if my silks arrive so you can see them with the fabric that I chose. So until I check in with y'all again, happy stitching, everybody. Hey, everybody. It is a rainy, cold day today. I'm updating again because my Vicky Clayton silks arrived. I did it for 1 strand, so they're super tiny, and this is the checklist. I've never stitched with them before, and they're so tiny. I have to figure out how I'm gonna store them. Maybe floss away bags? I don't know. I also received a gift from Teresa too, but I haven't opened it yet, and it's inside because it was a little bit bigger of a box, so I'll do that in a little bit. But I'm super excited to see what it is. And here's a little sneak peek at Shadow. Waiting for her daddy. Yeah. She doesn't really like to be on camera. All right, I'll check in with y'all later. Hey, everybody. I am back inside, and I was productive today. I have my first of, I think, 8 Nashville releases. The chart is printed and ready for Brie to bag, so I'm feeling good. Just 7 more to go. I think what I've decided for a year at Hawk Run Hollow is I think I'm going to do macchiato. It's a 20 count macchiato Ada from Bee Stitch Me. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's really hard to do a floss toss with Vicky Clayton silks when they're like this. We're going to try it and see. But I also received a gift, and I haven't opened it yet. I'm super excited. This is from Teresa. Teresa is always so supportive and so loving in the comments of pretty much all of my posts. Oh my gosh. And look at, I love cats. Oh my gosh. And there's another one. Oh, they're adorable. I love them. They're so cute. So cute. And I think, I don't know if this came from, I know it came from an Etsy shop, but there's no information on it except for the person's name that sent it. So I'm pretty sure that these are from Teresa because there's no card or anything on the inside. I did receive like an email saying that she sent me a gift, and I'm assuming this is it. But it's just from somebody in Michigan named Peggy. So Teresa, if you sent me these, thank you so much. I love them. I love them so much. They're gonna go with my squishmallows back here. My area is just gonna be, well, so my area technically is upstairs and the other side of the family room, but I'm taking over this area. As you can see, all the Bigfoot stuff. And then my squishmallows are right here. So, but I love them. So thank you so much for thinking of me. It was very, very sweet. I am hopefully going to go get started on my birthday start tonight. I know my girls want me to get on Warcraft and run something with them, so I might do that first and then do a start. We shall see. And I really want to get my Valentine heart done, so I've got to start getting stuff done. And on top of that, print 7 more charts. So it's going to be a busy next couple of months prepping everything for market. So I don't know how much stitching I'll get done. We'll see. Priority is market. So wish me luck, and I'll check in with y'all again later. Hey everybody, it is Tuesday the 9th, and excuse the mess. Today is pajama day. Brie and I ran out and got some coffee, and I dropped her off at work. I have been fighting with printing up my second Nashville market release. I'm not thrilled with the cover photo, but I've got half of the amount that I'm printing printed. So there's that. It's been an exhausting morning, but I'm glad that at least I got that finalized. Finalizing charts is a lot of work and a lot of time. I think I need to do better at keeping track of colors and fabric and all that kind of stuff. I'm so scatterbrained. And so it takes me a little bit longer, but I think I'm going to try and get better at that. So that's what I've been doing pretty much most of the day. It is like 1:30 right now. I haven't stitched, but I wanted to show you my progress on my belated birthday start that I started last night. I can't show you the chart though, which I've already shown you because it fell behind our couch. I was grabbing it to do this video and I had it propped up on the back of the couch, and we have a big like L-shaped couch that is super heavy, and it fell behind it. And I can see it looking underneath, but I'm gonna have to wait till Darren's home to see if we can lift the couch and get it out. Luckily, I took a picture of each of the months of the year of Hawk Run Hollow, and they're in my good notes. And y'all know I physically have the chart. So hopefully I'll be able to get it out. I don't know. One of those days. So I showed y'all that I got the Vicki Clayton silk conversion for a year at Hawk Run Hollow, and I was like, how the heck am I going to use these? Well, what I ended up doing is, you know, me and my floss away bags. So I ended up pulling the stickers off the top of them. I'm putting them on the bag. And then of course I needed my floss bling. This was last year's word, balance. I need to special order from Chris this year's word, which is confidence, and get that one made. So these are the colors that I've used so far. They're very pretty. And I just used this floss winder. I think this is from, yeah, Union Woodworking from Stacy's Creative Studio. I think she changed her name, but I can't remember what it is. But I used this and just wound it around and cut it and then put them in floss away bags. So for every color that I use for this, it'll just go in a floss away bag. It's easier. I'm really, really loving this, and I didn't want to put it down. I started this on 20 count macchiato from Be Stitch Me, and this is where I'm at. Sorry for the lighting. Ooh, dang. Well, there you go. So I got the tree and the words done. The black is so amazing to stitch with. I love it. It says, should auld acquaintance be forgot? And I just love this tree. I think it's going to look really, really good on this fabric. So I'm excited to get back to that, but probably not today. And I did what I like to call a wonky finish, because I wanted y'all to see how perfect this frame is for my Winter Wonderland. I just kind of like shoved it in there. It's not perfectly straight, but look at that red frame. It matches the red in this perfectly. I know it's, there we go, a little bit. It's a little wonky. I don't have any 8x10 sticky board right now or anything, so I just shoved it in there and folded it up and hoped for the best. But I just wanted you to see how perfect. This was at Hobby Lobby. $18. It wasn't on sale. I know that they switch sales every other week, but I don't go there often enough to wait to get this next week. So there's my finish. I absolutely love this chart. If you're new here, this is Winter Wonderland. It's by Blackbird Designs. It's an out of print chart. It was really kind of spendy on eBay, but it's so beautiful. I was really upset that the called for colors, which I used, ended up not matching the cover photo at all. I didn't bring the cover photo up, but I still think it's really pretty. Like, the house was completely white. The red was more vibrant, but I really like how this turned out, even though it didn't match. So yeah, so that is my finish. Absolutely beautiful. So now I'm going to continue printing charts, and hopefully I'll get to stitch tonight. I think I want to work on my Valentine heart because I really want to get that done and get my Valentine display put up. So that is my goal. We shall see if I can get that met. I got to finish printing this second chart. And then I'll have 2 charts ready for Brie to bag. So yay! Slowly getting there. I have so much to do for market. I still have to do the order forms. I have to figure out what charts from previous years or what models from previous years I'm going to bring, and a few charts of those to sell. There's a lot to do. I'm not as overwhelmed as I was, you know, this year or last year for my first year at Nashville, because I kind of know what to expect now, but it's still daunting. It's still a lot of work. I'm excited to have my own room. I'm excited my husband's going to be there. My best friend Anna is going to be my assistant, and her husband is coming. So it's going to be a little reunion, as well as work. So I think it'll be a blast, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. It's just such a magical time at market. It's incredible. It really is. And I'm hoping to get into Galleria too. Not sure how much that is or how expensive it is going to be to get there, but Galleria sounds fun because you get to just be a retail shop and you get to meet other stitchers. It's not just strictly shops. So I think that would be a lot of fun. So hopefully I hear back from that. I know I was on the wait list and I got to reach out and see where I am. Fingers crossed on that one. So all right, I got to get back to work. I just wanted to check in with everybody. I hope y'all are doing well. I know the weather is absolutely insane all across the U.S. right now. There were tornadoes. I saw Karen Kluba posted that a tornado visited them and the building was damaged, but they're okay. There's snowstorms everywhere. We had a terrible, terrible rainstorm with wind last night. I didn't sleep very much because over the years of living here, we've had a tree branch come through our kitchen ceiling. We've had another tree branch break our deck. We've had one that just fell and hit our vehicles, and it fell hard enough that it stabbed into the ground and it was upright. So last night things kept hitting our roof, and I was just hoping and praying that nothing damaged. I don't need that right now. But luckily we made it through, and we're supposed to get some snow. Fingers crossed. We don't get snow very often here. So I know many of you hate it because you deal with it all the time, but we don't. So I do want a little bit, hoping that weather prediction comes true. So please just stay safe, stay inside if you can. Stitching brings you comfort and it kills time from being stuck inside. So I hope that y'all are well, and I'll catch up with you again on the next. Hey, it is January 10th. I can't believe it's the 10th already. It's blowing my mind. It's craziness. Just a quick little update on what I worked on last night. And I got my Prairie Schooler Santa fully finished. So I'm going to show you that first. Look how cute he is. I hand sewed this. And this is actually Valentine cording. Let me show you. I put it out on the floor. Valentine's Day cording, which I think I need to, I don't know if I got this from Michael's or Joann's because it doesn't say, or where I got this. But I need to find some more because this red matches the red silk that I used because I did a color conversion. This is perfect. So I finished it into a little pillow. And I just cut it open here and flipped it right side out. And then these tags, my friend Kim sent me a whole bunch of custom tags from a shop. And I just ironed it on there. So right now it's a pillow finish because I'm thinking I just want to do these for a dough bowl. But if I wanted to turn them into an ornament, what I was thinking is I could order those, like, they're rusty looking. They're like old safety pins. And I could just do some pretty ribbon and safety pin it onto the back if I wanted to make a Prairie Schooler tree. But for now, it's a little pillow. And I love how tiny it is. I love it. I just stuffed it with the polyfill stuff that you buy from Joann's. So there he is. My first Prairie Schooler little Santa. 1998. And then I worked on last night the Mill Hill Valentine heart. Y'all, there's a lot of stitching in this. This is taking forever. So, I mean, it's bigger than the ornament finishes that I could finish in 2 days. But this is driving me crazy. So I'm not doing the outer parts. I'm only doing this heart. And so I finished all of the pink last night. I have 2 more colors on the inside, then beading, and then I'm going to cut it out and put it on that finishing piece that I showed from Hobby Lobby. Somebody had commented on my post and let me know that Helen D had mentioned these, that I was using these frames. And then a couple other people purchased them and they're using the frames with fabric. So these are great frames. I just love them. They work really, really great for the perforated paper. But look at that heart. It's going to be pretty. I'm excited. So I'll probably finish working, or like not finish, but continue working on this today. But I am upstairs in my craft room because I am working. I have to get another chart finalized and printed. And I have so much work to do. I'm trying to do 1 chart a day since it's early in January because I still need to do like my forms, and then I need to do my table layout for an idea of, you know, how it's going to look. And I need to order a new banner since I changed my logo, and I need to order some other stuff for just, you know, decor. And I don't even know what else right now. I don't even know what else. I've got to figure out what previous releases I'm going to bring for models. Yeah. And then if anybody has any tips on how to find a decent flight price, because Darren and I, we don't fly just to fly. Like, he flies for work, but they book it and pay it, and it doesn't matter, you know, the cost. But for us, I'm trying to find the best price because all this is so expensive to go to different places. It's worth it to be able to go to market, but it's really expensive. So if any of you have any tips on where to look that for flights, that would be great because we still need to book our flight to Nashville. Yeah. And then also 13th is the last day to order the mini retreat boxes. If you look on social media and check out some of the reviews I have, people are loving it, which makes me so happy. So if you want to snag one, the 13th is the absolute last day for it. So I just wanted to put that out there at the very end of my video as well. So I'm going to get this all edited and uploaded and hopefully go up on my channel tomorrow on Thursday. And I hope that you all are staying warm and dry and safe. There's flooding, there's snow, there's tornadoes. Like, it's crazy. I think I saw something that said that 47 states are gonna have snow or something. It was crazy. So hopefully you all are safe. You have your stitching, you don't lose power. Our snow is kind of diminished. I hope that it comes back. The forecast keeps changing. I hope we get some snow. So fingers crossed for that. But until I see you all again, stay safe and happy stitching. Love y'all.